Hey guys, Multiversity again here, and off the bat, I wanted to say, I know since my Thursday videos are supposed to be a review of a new comic that came out yesterday on Wednesday. Well, I didn't get a chance to go to my local shop, so basically, I'm going to be reviewing something from a couple weeks ago. It's current though, so just stick with the whole Wednesday new-ish book theme. So, the thing was, I was trying to figure out what book I was going to review today. So I was going through my stack that I bring to work with me, my to-read pile. So I was catching up on some stuff. I'm all caught up on my Harley Quinn stuff. Finally, well, I mean, all caught up. I read up to issue 6, and then I had from 7 to 10 to read, because they're at issue 10 now. So now I just have to read the Future's End one-shot, which I've been put down for every issue. When it comes to a one-shot deal like that, and there's like an issue for every title, I usually try and collect them. And I'm trying to collect I'm not trying. I'm at my local shop. I'm put down for all the 3D covers. But like when Forever Evil came out, all the one-shot villain issues for Villain Month, I got all of them. I don't have all the 3D covers. I have a couple, but I'm working on that. Anyway, so I'm all caught up on the Harley Quinn stuff because I really like that. I really like that series right now. I think it's funny. So the writers they got doing it and everything, it's hilarious to me anyway. To some, they might think it's corny, boring, whatever. But to me, I like it. I think it's funny. Oh, what else? Oh, I was catching up on my, well, can't really say catching up because I'm like, I was reading the new Wolverine, the Wolverine title, and this is issue 11. But I still need to read issue 12, which came out 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and also I need to read the annual. So to really get caught up on that story, the conclusion, and everything. So maybe I'll do a review once I do that. So anyway, so going through my stuff, I finally, and also the book that I chose to review, also came out a couple weeks ago, and I only read it tonight because of all stuff I'm doing and other books I've been reading. So, but anyway, the comic I chose to review tonight for you guys was the Multiversity #1 by Grant Morrison, and doing the writing, and Ivan Reese doing the artwork and everything. To those of you who really follow DC Comics or even Marvel, you guys know that Grant Morrison is a great writer. He's been around for a while. He's been doing it since like I don't know if it's early to mid 80s, but he's wrote some pretty cool stuff. Like for DC, he wrote like he wrote the Final Crisis stuff. I've never really read. I've never read the comics, but I will admit, what was it? It's funny. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I was at Indigo downtown, and I picked up for like, I think it was $5 or $6, the novel adaptation for Final Crisis. So I don't have the individual issues or the trade paperback, but I have the novel version, so I can say when I get around to reading it after I finish reading about the 50 zillion other books I'm reading, when I get down to it, I can finally, when I finish it, I can finally say I read Final Crisis. So anyway, so Grant Morrison's the writer of this on this new series. Ivan Reis does the artwork. So to you guys out there who've read Blackest Night, you'll know who Ivan Reis is. He did all the Blackest Night artwork and all that. And like I said in one of my previous videos, I finally got around to starting to read Blackest Night. Because, I mean, on all the comic book groups I'm part of on Facebook and everything, in one thread or another, Blackest Night is always mentioned, and it's always like, oh, the story is so great, and it's so good, and so I finally said, okay. Well, when I got my Final Crisis novel, when I was at Indigo, I was looking at their big selection of graphic novel stuff, like amazing. Since Chapters is closing down and a lot of stuff is moving to Indigo down the street, what a selection. But anyway, so I was checking the DC stuff they had, and I saw they had quite a few of the trades of Blackest Night. So I was like, okay, I'm finally going to do it. So I picked up book 1, just the Blackest Night book, the first book. Not then I know it leads into like Blackest Night Green Lantern, Blackest Night Green Lantern Corps Volume 1, Volume 2, and couple other books. And then it goes into Brightest Day, which I plan on reading also. But right now I'm on Blackest Night book 1, and I'm almost halfway through it. And I gotta say, it's one heck of a story. I'm really enjoying it. So I know a lot of people out there. You guys have obviously read Blackest Night already, but when I finish I've decided probably when I finish each trade, I'm gonna do a review on here of what I thought of the story. So stay tuned for that. That's down the road though, because I'm doing individual comics and stuff too right now, so, but keep on the lookout for that video when it comes. So anyway, so yeah, back to the book. So writer Grant Morrison, artwork Ivan Reis. Right off the bat, the book starts off like really fast paced. You know, the first like couple pages, boom, there's like start of a conflict, which I like. I like when a book really gets going fast. Actually, the first character you see, I found out, is one of the characters you see at the end of Final Crisis. So he starts off this book and everything, and I don't even know how to say his name properly. I know he's a monitor, one of the last monitors or whatever. So I haven't read Final Crisis, so I don't know the connection or anything. But the main thing about this, it's called the Multiversity, because the conflict that happens, Superman, who is not the Superman that we all know. This is a alternate world Superman, who in his I won't really say human form, his alter ego. So like the Superman we know, let's say if he was as like his Clark Kent form, this Superman is actually the president of all things. Pretty funny. So anyway, you got Superman and a bunch of other heroes come together, and one of the heroes who I thought is really funny, I know in the I believe it was in the 90s. I've never read any of his books. I've heard of them through other YouTube videos and stuff. One of the characters, his name is Captain Carrot. He's a giant, muscular bunny rabbit. Pretty funny. He's really funny though. I mean, he's really comical though. So I thought that was pretty funny to see him in here. And pretty much they're bringing all different characters together, and I don't know if it's ironic, but in the Multiversity, all there's worlds split up, and anyway, there's 52 of them. Wink, wink. New 52. 52 worlds. Huh? Anyway, so this group of heroes, you got Superman, Captain Carrot, and I believe Green Lantern in one form. And anyway, they get all together. They're together, and they got to go to each of these different worlds and try and get different heroes to come together and everything. And so that's one part of the book. I wouldn't call it a mini issue, like a mini event in the book. But the one thing about this book that really stood out for me, and again, I know I always say this in all my videos, so I apologize if I'm starting to sound repetitive doing it, but to those out there who watch my videos, know that I don't like to try and give away too much of the book. So which is why I'm like me talking about this right now. I don't mean to sound too hesitant or whatever. It's just because as much as I feel like I just want to blurt everything out, I'm really trying hard not to. But the one part of this book that really got me laughing a lot, and I gotta tell it. There's one Earth they go to, and it's Earth 8. They go, and even in part one of the early pages of the book, while I was looking through, I like how they snuck in references to other characters from different comics. Like there's one page, and it's looking at one of the he's kind of like a villain. Anyway, it's this big alien creature. Anyway, it's in a ditch, and there's all these dead superheroes in there. But when you really look closely and you see who's actually in the ditch, it's pretty funny. Because also the main story itself revolves around comics as well. It's a comic book about superheroes coming together based on different comic book stories. You find out that a lot of the comics that the people read in this book, in this story, actually play out the roles of the actual... It sounds confusing. Anyway, before I start rambling on, that ditch that I was talking about where you see a couple dead heroes, I'll give this away, which I normally don't like to do, but anyway, spoiler alert. When you look in the ditch, you'll notice Captain America of Marvel. You'll notice Wonder Woman, so DC. And right next to her, now I don't know if it's actually supposed to be him, but it looks pretty darn close to it. It looks like Hellboy from Dark Horse. Now, I thought that was pretty cool. You're bringing together, Marvel, DC, and Dark Horse. I didn't see any image or whatever, but I mean, you're bringing together three big comic book, companies. And so I thought that was pretty neat. But anyway, the main point that I was trying to get to is when the heroes go to Earth 8, it got me laughing so much because this whole Earth, I swear to God, it was like, I think it was meant to be in one way or another like the Marvel Earth. There's so many references and lookalikes to Marvel characters, it's not even funny. Well, funny to me, because I was laughing hysterically when I was reading it. You guys out there who might go and pick it up might have a total different point of view of it, but to me, it was funny. Like, oh, hold on a second. I gotta look at the actual page first to remember the names of some of the characters. One second here. Well, and even the villain, the main villain of Earth 8, he just Doctor. Well, not exactly, but like he's referenced on Doctor Doom. To the point of the whole cape, hood and cape and metal, and you guys gotta check it out. Anyway, so the scene I was talking about was with the whole Marvel reference was yeah, some of the characters. There's one who resembles Iron Man, but in here they call him Machine Head. There's a reference right there. Iron Man, Machine. Anyway, then the leader is he looks like he stepped out of Robin Hood or King Arthur's story. Yeah, his outfit looks like chainmail with like a big red cross, crusade, you know. Well, his name is the American Crusader. Let me just double check. Yes, the American Crusader. Now, the reason why I focus on him when I say that these characters are heavily based on Marvel characters, he has a shield and everything, and he wears the helmet, and it's like a Captain America, just from like King Arthur time. And then some of the other characters, like there's one, she kind of like resembles Hawk Girl. Sorry. Sometimes when I pronounce words, they don't come out as they intend to. So I don't know how good the mic is on my laptop, so I don't know if you guys would catch it right off. That's why I repeated myself. Anyway, but when you look at the design on her actual outfit, it looks just like Phoenix from Marvel, from X-Men. So, and then you have one who resembles Hawkeye. You have one that resembles Spider-Girl. You got one that resembles Black Widow. And even in one scene, I'll show you a page. This is, well, if you guys look at it, this is what I'm talking about. To those of you out there who watch Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or any Marvel movie, for that fact, you know who I'm talking about. There's even one character, now if you see here, when I hold it up here, I don't know if you notice it, but getting really close, and it looks like they even snuck Phil Coulson in there. But then, after reading this big page, I was like, okay, you have a Captain America type guy, Iron Man type guy, you have a Hawkeye type guy. A lot of these characters kind of resemble the Avengers. So I was like, I wonder if they'll do a Hulk. You know? You got all those other big guys. I don't see a Hulk reference. Well, I turned the page, and my question was answered. Except he's not green. He's a big blue guy. And they call him Behemoth. So, there's your Hulk reference. And yes, he's a doctor. So, yeah, I thought I thought that was funny. And even like there's even a reference. There's a guy who kind of resembles Mr. Fantastic as well, and it's kind of ironic because you have in the Marvel comics, Mr. Fantastic is always trying to go against Doctor Doom. The Fantastic Four, they're always going against Doctor Doom. Well, in this story, the guy who's supposed to be like Mr. Fantastic is going after the villain of Earth 8, who is kind of like Doctor Doom, and he's bent on, supreme power and all this stuff. So it's like Earth 8. I'm calling it right now. Earth 8 is not Earth 8 to me anymore. It's Marvel World of the DC universe. But so yeah, that's the part that really stuck out to me about the book. I mean, mind you, the writing was great, the artwork is great, the colors and all that stuff, awesome. I like the book from front cover to back cover, everything. I know there's some people when it came out, some other people out there, they read it and they were like, they had mixed reviews about it, just because of all the different characters coming together, and the people who out there who weren't too fond of the story, they didn't like it for the reason of the characters that they were bringing together were pretty much like characters you rarely hear of anymore. So, hence the dislike. Me, on the other hand, I love when that stuff. I love when they bring all these, obscure characters together for a big, like a super group type of deal. I love that stuff. So anyway, I like the story. Thought it was good. I look forward to the next book to come out, which is going to be like a whole story of its own, and it's going to be in issue 1. So I think they're going to do that, and then it's going to build up to a big story, I guess. So I believe this is a monthly comic, hence the sorta high price. It's not a $2 or $3.99 book; it's a $4.99 book. So I didn't mind it, because like I said with in my video with Secret Origins, it's the same deal. It's $4.99, but I don't mind dishing out the $5 if it's every month. So it's not too much of a hole in my wallet. So yeah, do I recommend it? Like usual, got my thumbs up. So it's still fairly new. So you guys out there, if go to your local shop, it's still on the stands. Pick it up, give it a read. Yeah, give her a go. I will try. Oh, anyway, that's it for the review. So now a little heads up. I will try for next Thursday's video to actually be something new. Now I know a bunch of comics like Wolverine number 12 and the annual came out a couple weeks ago, so I won't do that for Wednesday. I will try a current book and go from there. I wanted to give you guys a little teaser or a sneak peek of what I do have planned for Saturday's video. Well, actually, I might do 2 comics again in one video, since issue 2 came out yesterday. And the book or books that I'm planning to do for Saturday's video are these little babies right here. Well, I only have one right now, but when I say it, you know what I mean. Death of Wolverine. It's been getting a lot of buzz right now. Haven't read it yet. Don't worry. No spoilers or anything. Like I said, I want to finish my other Wolverine series first before I tackle Death of Wolverine. So probably Friday I'm going to pick up number 2 and issue 12 and annual 1 I'll read those, get those out of the way, and then I'll tackle these two. And well, you guys will get a video for Death of Wolverine. Well, for the ones who have read them already, well, it'll be a repeat of what you already know. For the ones who haven't read it, well, it'll be new for you. Also, I just want to say, this weekend is Montreal Comic Con. Starts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday all day. I'll be here checking out the goods, searching for comics, hunting for comics, as I like to put it. Checking out the goodies. Kind of maybe I'll be searching for some Funko stuff since I got my my little Groot and my Loot Crate. I'm crazy about those things. Maybe check out some panels while I'm there. Who knows? Maybe I'll even sneak in some guests who are there. I hear the guys from Epic Mealtime are going to be there. So, who knows? Maybe I'll sneak in a video with them. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll have a couple of videos coming up from Comic-Con. Either it be from panels, from talking with guests, or even whatever my haul will be from the Friday and Saturday. So look forward to that, and till then, well, you know the routine. Like, subscribe, and comment if you guys feel like it. And till the next video, see you guys later.